Gee, it must be swell to be so perfect and odor-free.
Now that I have my coffee, I'm ready to watch Radar.
I got a little bit of a stiff neck. Let me just fix this up. Oh, that feels a lot better.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
I am sorry. I had no idea that was your cab.
Yogurt! Yogurt! I hate yogurt!
And this is the right category for us, John, because we've both been in a couple of films that could have been shorter.
Well, a couple, maybe.
Well, let's get to it.
Let's get right to it. Here we go.
Hey there. You're listening to the John Candy and Rick Moranis Are the Greatest Actors to Ever Live podcast.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the John Candy and Ron Perlman Are the Greatest Actors to Ever Live podcast. I'm your host, Jack, and this is the Ron Perlman side of the family here. Alex, who will be our guest host today, and we have a lot of movies to talk about, a lot of things to get into. But first, we need to address Sorry Andrew, who got really insecure, saw the success of the show. Last week, I posted a 1-minute clip just introducing the show, getting ready for it. And, he responded, and he took offense. So let's take a look at that clip real fast.
Hey man, how dare you? How dare you ruin everything we've built up and worked for so hard in one 55-second video? I will be sending lawyers to cease and desist. You are tainting the name of our podcast. You did not even watch the movies, and it's clear as day. You will not forget the name Andrew. You will regret the day you were born.
You want to cheers to begin? Cheers.
So, today we have a lot to get into, but we have movies.
Back again to talk about some movies.
Thanks for taking the lead on this one. We actually just got done a movie about 15 minutes ago. We're here to talk about the review. To kick off the show, we like to come in with a hot review, new fresh takes, new movies that we really like, and we want you guys to go see. So why don't you lead it off, Alex? You got the first movie this week.
We're going a fresh take on a new 2-year-old movie that we saw tonight. We just finished it 10 minutes ago. And we only took one break to give Jack's golden doodle a bath.
So,
yeah, your golden doodle needed a bath, so we had to stop and give it a bath. But yeah, it was a movie that we watched together called Toy Story 4. A tale as old as time. They just keep pumping these things out, and it's just tales about toys. And we watch them. And so it's from 2019, viewed in 2021 by Jack and Alex. And here's the synopsis: is when a new toy called Forky joins Woody and the gang, a road trip alongside old and new friends reveals how big the world can be for a toy. Tony Hale plays Forky, so shout out to Tony Hale. Really glad he was in this movie, and looking forward to more Tony Hale stuff, along with the other guys that are in 1, 2, 3, are also in 4. So you got Tom and
Tim
the
Allen,
guy from Cheers.
the guy John Ratzenberg. Actually, he's a famous movie voice. You've seen him in A Bug's Life. You've seen him in Ratatouille. You've now seen him in Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4 as Ham. And we love John Ratzenberg. We want to thank you live on the show for giving us plenty of laughs and loves over the years. Toy Story 4 for me, if I had to review it right now without really decompressing everything, I'm going to go ahead and give Toy Story 4 a coveted 6 stars of 11. And I actually thought, it'd be fun after I give my review and you give yours if we kind of went down the line with the Toy Story movies and just ranked them all out of 11 stars. Because everyone wants to hear the Toy Story takes.
It's been a little bit since I've seen the other three.
Okay.
I saw the third one in theaters, and what was that?
2010.
Really?
2010, so.
7 years. What are the, do you know all the years? 95 is the first one.
95, 99, 2010, 2019. So
411. What was it? 99.
95, 99, 2010, 2019. And what do you give the Toy Story 4 out of 11 stars?
I would give it a. I think I liked it better than 3. 3 seemed more. Everyone said that 3 and 4 were very emotional, and I think that 3 was way more emotional, and that's why I hated it. So I would give that a 0, and then 4 I would give it a 7 minus 4 because of the marionettes were terrifying, and I don't like marionettes, and they scare me. So 3 stars out of 11.
For Toy Story 4.
Yeah, because it had to lose 7 points because of the marionettes.
I would give Toy Story 4, if I think about it.
I got more used to them as it went on because it kept showing the darn things.
Yeah. It's like
But still lost the points, so I gave it a 2.
I would actually, if I think about Toy Story 4, a lot of goofs. Buzz Lightyear's new inner monologue thing is pretty funny.
Not enough buzz.
Not enough buzz, so I'll dock it a star. Bring the star back for the new faces and the female empowerment of Bo Peep. I'm a Bo Peep guy, and I love Bo Peep in 1 and 4. Don't see her at all in 2 and 3. So I'm going to give Toy Story 4 9 out of 11 stars would be my rating for Toy Story 4.
I forgot she was a lamp.
I didn't ever know that.
Did we know that?
I
I said I forgot, but I was really just...
I don't remember any of it. I actually forgot Andy had a sister.
What do you mean?
Sid. No. Woody doesn't have a sister. Jesse is not Woody's brother.
Andy has a sister.
Yeah. Molly.
That's
But I forgot that he had a sister.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it until Bo Peep was the Molly's toy.
Molly Crew.
Molly's game. The more I think about Toy Story 4, I don't really want to think about it. I just like Toy Story 1, which is 11 out of 11. And I would say Toy Story 3 and 4, kind of like the Pirates, towards the end when the Pirates movies start getting bad, I say, ahoy, let's sink that ship, get it out of town, and bring in... The toys are back in town.
Yeah, as soon as they make the Pirates sequel, it got really terrible. So, sequels are just bad. Stop doing that.
So
that's why I gave Toy Story 4 a 1.
Right. Can you think of any, off the top of your head, can you think of any sequels that you like?
Sure.
Can you give me 3? Wait, let me stop the cameras for a second. Before we roll on that, no Harry Potters, no Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
And
Harry Potter wasn't in the running.
Hold on here too. I'm going to say, just for this segment, you're not allowed to say Spider-Man 2. Now give me 3 good sequels, and I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be able to do it. Not on my show.
I like the Back to the Futures.
Okay, that counts. What else?
Let me see. Springing this on me.
Right.
Back to the Future is good.
This is what makes good radio and television is the hard questions that we all struggle with on the spot. What are you going to say? You know?
Right.
You're gonna say D2 Mighty Ducks.
I need a refresh on that one. Was that good?
I don't remember it. You could say Batman vs Superman is a sequel to Man of Steel. You could.
Yeah, does that count? I love Batman vs Superman.
You know,
If anybody wanted to know,
Ultimate Edition. Yeah.
11 out of 11.
11 out of 11 for me as well.
That was a free review that you don't have to pay for. Harry Potter's wouldn't even think about it.
I wouldn't think about it.
I was gonna say Lord of the Rings, but that's a cop
What
out.
about The Dark Knight?
Speed 2, right?
I'll count it.
Sure.
So you have Speed 2, Back to the Future. One more.
How about Die Hard?
Okay. Die Hard with a Vengeance. And you know what makes me think of all this? Is I had a little inkling that somebody would want to get on the show and talk about a sequel. And I sent out a poll this week on Instagram. I said, guys, we want ideas for segments. We want to know what you think about. And guess what? Hundreds of people sent in videos. Hundreds of people sent in ideas. And I weeded one out. I picked one that I thought was really good. So we're going to cut to this segment. It's going to be a Guests of Cinema segment. We have a new guest, never seen him before. Let's play the tape.
Guests of Cinema.
Hello, I'm Hudson. I'm a friend of Jack's. He came up to me on Sunday at church and he begged me to do a little segment for the podcast, so here we go. I'm going to talk about my favorite movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel. You see what they did there? And I love this movie for a couple reasons. First of all, they're going crazy with concerts, but then they're like, we should go back and get our education. So they go to high school. So I love it because they get back to high school, they get to fight bullies, lots of dodgeball fighting stuff. And then secondly, and this is most important, they fall in love. They find their Lady Chipmunk soulmates, which is what we're all looking for. Not like the chimp, but like, their soulmate. Everybody's looking for a soulmate. So they fall in love with their Lady Chipmunks, and I know you're wondering, like, do they get married to the Lady Chipmunks? And the movie doesn't talk about it. I'm in a Reddit group where we've kind of concluded that they did after high school. It was probably like illegal to get married in high school in the state they were at. So, but it's a classic film. You guys should check it out. Thanks for having me.
Just so you know, right here, Hudson is reviewing Alvin and the Chipmunks' Squeakquel.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of him either.
Hey, I like Jason Lee. Do you?
Yeah.
Syndrome? I was him for Halloween.
Right.
So, Almost Famous is a good Jason Lee movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I just gave him a freedom to review any movie. And, I don't know if I feel good about him reviewing that on my show. It's a kid's movie.
Is this a kid's show?
No.
Should we be reviewing kids' movies?
Think about the layout we have here. Now, we don't do all the layout here on this set. Producers mostly just come in here. Toy Story's for families, not for kids. And then you have Remember the Titans I have over here, Chevy Chase, National Lampoon Christmas. They'll have The Hobbit on book. And then I have Batman Forever and Lord of the Rings over there. So, and the Hobbit book that you have is the newer standard. Uncle Buck. We're not talking kids movies here, guys. This is not a kids show, so we won't have him back on the show for another review. That's for sure. But hey, if you don't mind, we're talking about fresh movies. We just mentioned a few. Ooh, okay, Batman movies, good sequels. I got a little tidbit here. We watched Zack Snyder's Justice League last week. That'd be last Thursday. When it came out, we watched it. And so we're going to go ahead and review Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I'll go ahead and read. Fueled by his restored faith in humanity and inspired by Superman's selfless act, Bruce Wayne now enlists newfound ally Diana Prince to face an even greater threat. Together, Bats and Wonder Woman work quickly to recruit a team to stand against this newly awakened enemy. This movie has all of the heroes. Stars Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa. Directed by the one and only Zack Snyder. What can I say? Justice League has been restored. Hope in Humanity is back. And a lot of action, very little laughter, a lot of redemption story. I'm going to give it 11 out of 11. The perfect score for Zack Snyder's The Justice League. So.
I want to give it 11 out of 11 so bad. And I know that everybody loves it. The one part that I hate is the Flash. I hate you, Flash. Get out of my movies that I'm watching.
Could be get out of my memory.
Get out of my memory that I'm watching.
Your brother-in-law loves Flash.
I love Flash, the character.
Okay.
But that's the reason that I'm docking the movie a point, is because of Flash, the way that they cast him.
Yeah, it was bad cast.
Bad cast.
Well,
that's all that I'm saying. I like Flash.
So what do you give it out of 11?
10.
10.
And in the other one, I thought that Momoa was the big weak point,
right,
and that Flash was just like too bad to even consider.
Right. Surprisingly, it turned itself around.
Since everything shaped up so well.
Yeah.
I think Batman and Superman were the best acted that they've ever been.
I fully agree.
Batfleck and Cavill or Cavill.
Yeah. Cavill.
Superman.
Superman. I want to say that, this kind of reminds me.
And people loved him, though.
Yeah.
So that's fine that people love it, but, I don't know.
Well, my biggest quarrel with Hollywood is actually the ridiculous amount of sports movies. And sports movies are the same every single time. I hate sports movies, but we actually had... in my video where I said on Instagram, I said, hey guys, send us segment ideas. Overwhelmingly, people wanted to hear about sports movies. And so we're going to roll a clip here. It's just the greatest sports in Hollywood. It's a new segment. We're just doing it once. So let's play it. So the segment that we're going to do now is something that I'm not a fan of, as you guys all know. But we have to do a sports movie segment because that is what has been demanded most. And I just want to ask you straight up, not a trick question, what's your favorite sports movie?
Miracle.
The classic about hockey was the 2004 movie.
On Ice.
This isn't...
what year is it?
I think it's 2004. I think.
I was genuinely asking.
So the thing about... I have a lot of sports movies. I really like Rookie of the Year, the 1993 hit. John Candy, cameo, does a sports announcer thing. But something I'm thinking about is sports movies. How do you define it? And I think any movie with athleticism really could be considered a sports movie. And for me, surprisingly, what's been really dawning on me lately is how much I like animated movies, and in particular one, Chicken Run. And it's a lot of exercise. Not that that's my pick for a sports movie. I'm just saying we overlook a lot of really good movies. And I think that movie could fall into a lot of categories: animated classics, comedies, family fun, sports.
I remember downloading it. Chicken Run. I didn't watch it at all.
Right.
I know that much.
I don't like the animation.
I was going to say, I think it's because of the animation looking like it's not finished. Is that how it looks?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say...
Is it funny, though? I feel like I've seen clips where there's some funny parts, maybe.
I heard a rumor that Flushed Away was really funny.
Captain Underpants?
I haven't seen that.
It just seems like a Flushed Away type. Is it? What's Flushed Away?
It's a movie that's made by the people from Wallace and Gromit, but it's about mice that get flushed down a toilet. And nobody saves them.
Movies make mice look like good guys.
Sometimes they do.
Except for the one with that British guy.
Well, they have Ratatouille that makes them look good.
No, Mouse Hunt.
Mouse Hunt.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie.
Is it Hugh Laurie?
Nathan something.
He's not the main, though, is he? The guy with the mustache and things?
I don't know.
Nathan, the guy that... his voice is similar to Billy Crystal's.
Yeah, I'd give you that. I'd say Billy's is better.
Yeah.
Billy's got a better voice.
Yeah.
Got a better voice box. Hey, so...
Nathan.
I can't think of his name, right? It's driving me a little bit up a wall. But since you said Mouse Hunt, and now we're kind of on this mouse tangent, I want to pull away from that.
Hugh Laurie. I was thinking...
What?
I was thinking of Stuart Little. Is that Hugh Laurie?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. You just want to move on to the next part of the show?
Yeah, I was just going to review my classic movie.
No more mice talk.
Classics from the Couch, an old standby segment that we will never get rid of because you guys love it. And so I'm going to go ahead and dive right into my classic movie this week. It's 2005 Rebound, starring Martin Lawrence. 2005, directed by Steve Carr, starring Martin Lawrence and Ali Shakir.
It's...
A hot-headed college basketball coach gets demoted to running a middle school team of misfits that wind up coaching him in basketball. So I love this movie. Martin Lawrence coming off a string of good ones. You got Bad Boys. You have 1999's Blue Streak. You've got Black Knight. And you have National Security. Martin Lawrence coming off all those. You're moving away from the Danger Zone movies and getting into the family fun. I love Rebound. It's one of my favorite movies of 2005. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slam dunk it with a 10 out of 11 stars. I love Rebound.
10 out of 11 stars. I love Rebound.
Right. So, what do you think about 2005's classic family fun movie? Popcorn. You got the family around in the summer. It's getting hot. You guys sit around the fire and you watch Rebound. What do you think?
I love Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
.com. Already gave it my review. Love Blue Streak, too.
Yeah, sure we do.
11 out of 11. Easy.
Okay.
Love that movie.
So you gave your review of Rebound on ilovemartinlawrence.com, so you're not going to review it here.
No, I reviewed it. I said 10 out of 11 stars.
Okay.
Love Rebound 2005, starring Martin Lawrence and the girl from Arrested Development.
And
Spy Kids.
I tried to say her name, and I think there was a typo in my pamphlet. So there was no space between her first name and her last.
Who's typoing for you?
Producers. Hey, warm welcome to Alex, who, by the way, helped revamp and rename the show to Ron Perlman. So what we did was Producers went down and tracked a rare action figure of Justice from Afro Samurai. Put it on Alex's side of the desk here, along with some of his favorite movies. Now, I can't really see what's Uncle Buck, Spider-Man 2, Pirates of the Caribbean 3, The Hobbit, the book. And it also has Lord of the Rings trilogy and Harry Potter.
I don't like this one.
Well,
I like Pirates 1.
I didn't do the setup.
This isn't mine.
I don't. Whatever.
You put that there.
Okay. My side of the movies.
Why would you put that?
Pretty cool. So we got a Batman toy, which has nothing to do with movies. So don't know why that's there. This is a movie show, movie podcast. Okay. We got Remember the Titans. We have Chevy Chase Christmas. We have. I have no idea. This is some kind of animated freak show stuff. Waterboy, Hobbit the book, and some other VHS. But Hobbit the book. Don't really do reviews of novels on the show, but today I'm going to go ahead and give this the patented 11. It's my favorite book besides the Bible. I love this book, and I would read it every day if I could. But I have a job.
I read that once, and I will keep it that way.
Okay. Why don't you just go do your movie review?
We got our movie review on my notebook, and it's called Walt Disney's Flubber, 1997.
Classic.
It's a classic family comedy. It's an hour and 34 minutes long. Flubber. Starring Robin Williams, Marcia Gay Harden, director, Les Mayfield, Professor Phil Brainerd, Robert Williams, is experimenting with new kinds of energy to save a struggling college in which his girlfriend is Madam President. He creates a rubber friend deemed Flubber, and he and the baby Green Goo get excited together and save her from the college. Again, it's 1997. It says the date twice, once at the beginning and once at the end. And what did you think of this film, Jack?
Crazy things happened in 1997 with movies, and Flubber is nothing short of that. Nothing short of a movie miracle. I know it didn't do too hot on Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic. That doesn't mean it didn't do well in my book. Flubber for me is it's pretty dang good. I'm going to go 11 out of 11. But it's made for kids, and that drives me crazy.
What's it rated?
There's a lot fewer kids in the world than there
I don't
are
have the
adults.
rating on my record.
Well, I think it's rated PG.
PG. Parental guidance. 13?
And
No?
I just...
So that's...
No, it's for kids, and that's why I
0
just say,
to 12 years old.
Yeah.
And you're approved for Flubber.
Right. And so, because of that, I'm going to dock it a couple stars. I'm going to go... Gosh, I love Flubber, though.
Mm-hmm. It's very lovable.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 11.
5.
Because it was high.
Less than
And then
average.
I was like, gosh, I can't even watch it unless I'm like a little kid, so... 5.
I think Flubber categorizes as a sports movie.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to disagree. Have you seen Woodlawn 2014? My name is in the credits.
Never heard of it. Sports movie equals Flubber because of the basketball scene.
Yeah, it's actually
Too
fair.
good.
So
puts Flubber on thumbtacks on the shoes and then fly to them.
I love when we talk about Rebound, Flubber, and Chicken Run. 3 movies that have basketball scenes in them. Completely unplanned.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I love basketball
I know.
movies. I don't like the sport itself. I don't like to watch it.
You
I
like
don't like
Coach
to
Carter?
think about it.
Yeah, Coach Carter.
No.
Hoosiers.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Glory Road?
Glory Road?
No.
No. Little stretched out there.
Little Nicky?
Yeah, do you like Little Nicky?
Yeah,
I like Little Nicky.
Sick.
That would be a poll question. What year did Little Nicky come out?
96.
Was it that early? I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was. No, I was riding the middle school bus, so it'd probably be 97.
I think it's newer.
My brother graduated in 98, so it probably came out in 99.
You sure he graduated in 98?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was 99.
Nope.
All right. That's fine.
I've never seen it.
I have seen it. It's not a good movie.
Nah.
We do have more segments. I'm trying to think, okay, whatever, we did Justice League, okay, whatever, that's the Bat segment, but we didn't play the Bat clip. They did announce that Justice League Snyder Cut will not restore the Snyder Universe. So we're releasing a hashtag Restore the Snyder Cut for you DC nuts out there. Make sure you comment on the post below and tell us why you love DC, why it's way better than Marvel movies, and also what inspires you as a DC nut to watch the DC movies. You actually have a segment that I don't know if we're cool. Are we cool to shoot to his new? So we have a. Do you want to introduce your new segment?
I have a new segment, and it's called Suspenders in Hollywood. So.
Can we roll the clip too?
We're ranking the best suspenders in Hollywood.
Looking forward to hearing about it.
Got to think about the new Suspenders segment that they're making me do. So, this is called New Suspenders in Hollywood. You want to roll the clip one more time?
We're ranking the best suspenders in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, New Suspenders in Hollywood is what we're back with, and we have a clear-cut winner and a runner-up, and the runner-up is from 1999, and it's from the movie Office Space, and it's Bill Lumbergh, the boss in Office Space. It wears suspenders in a couple scenes, and then the big winner is actually not fully. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a decade before 1989 when Harry Met Sally. Billy Crystal wears suspenders in one scene in that movie.
I wonder if you could consider Tim Allen's The Santa Claus as suspenders. Because that would make your list, I would assume.
What about Elf? I mean, every Christmas movie has suspenders. They're kind of a cop-out, Jack. You're going to be Santa Claus and not wear suspenders?
What do you think about Leonardo DiCaprio has worn suspenders in more movies than anyone? I'm surprised he didn't make your list. Is there a reason for that?
How old is he?
That's great. That's a really good question. I would guess.
Warning. Your show has been interrupted by Ted Binkley.
What's up, guys? Jonah Penny, a.k.a. Ted Binkley here. I'm the host of the new Star Wars segment of the podcast. Now, we're going to be looking exclusively at Anakin Skywalker's flaws in the movies because a lot of things happened that hardcore fans and just kind of general fans didn't like about his character, especially coming from one of the greatest villains of all time, him being Darth Vader. So the first time we see him is he's a 13-year-old kid on Tatooine, and that alone kind of struck fans in a weird way. But there's reasons they did it, and the first off is that his age, the Jedi are scared to death of him. They want nothing to do with him. They almost don't even take him in, and that's because when Jedi take new recruits in, new Padawans in, they need them to they need to raise them in the kind of way that the Jedi want, and that is emotionless, that is purely logical driven, that's to do the job with no kind of morals at all. And at this point, Anakin's already established all of that, his own good and evil, his own sense of justice. So they're scared of him. And that leads us to our second point. Why they're scared of him is because he has a very high metachlorine count, and that's another thing where people didn't like it. And I get it, but it's just a simple way of saying this kid has serious, serious force potential. So that's kind of take it or leave it. I don't mind that very much. And then the third is him having no father. He said there was no conception. He has no father. His mother he was just born. And that is specifically aligned with him being the chosen one. He is the chosen one, and the Force wanted to, in ways, bring balance to the Force in its own way. So the bringing balance to the Force is totally misinterpreted by both the Sith and the Jedi. But that's all the time I got for now, and we'll pick up Anakin in the next movie. So may the Force be with you.
We're back, and thank you for the segment. We learned a lot about Star Wars, and I got paid $30. I got paid $30 to let him be on the show. He wanted to tell you guys about the new show with the guy that loses both his arms and his legs and becomes Luke Skywalker. And I don't want to ever see the movies. What do you think about that, man? You're into Star Wars and Star Trek and all that. Beyblades.
Is this leaking? Somehow? This is leaking somehow.
No way. John Candy mug?
It's fine.
That's all I need to say. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll catch you next time. As always, thank you to our guest, Alex, who is making the new show. We're going to keep it as Ron Perlman for now and maybe change it to Tom Cruise is the second greatest actor.
Oh, but who's this?
Just Jeff Goldblum.
Maybe he's in the running.
John Candy and Jeff Goldblum are the greatest actors to ever live podcasts.
It's kind of got a ring to it.
They can't even make him stand, so.
Never mind. Ron Perlman.
Bye-bye.
I'm Michael Shannon, and you have just wasted approximately like 40 minutes of your life. So, all right, take care. All right, that's it, guys. I'm not doing another one.